The moment you start having doubts about a particular thing in your life, then that's a problem. Once you have doubt about certain decisions you're about to make, then you have to pause and ask yourself, what exactly do I want? You don't need to think too much about it. All you need to do is just act and make things right. Because the more you spend so much time thinking about it, the more it gets worse and you don't have that time. I don't want you to get it twisted. The thing is, most times you need to look within yourself to know if actually what you're doing is right and if your mind goes hand in hand with what you're doing. Sometimes you need to think about yourself, your happiness, and if you're actually happy or good at what you're doing. And if you can't answer some of these questions, then there's something wrong. So the best thing for you is to look within yourself and ask yourself, is this working out for me? Or I'm just trying to do it just to get validation from other people. The most thing you should think about is getting validation from yourself. And if you're not getting such validation from yourself, then you honestly are not doing the right.
I guess you're wondering why I took this step of leaving this university. But here's the thing. I believe in not giving up, but rather changing strategies to achieve the same goal. So here's the thing, you're still having so many whys. Why did I take this decision? Why did I leave such a university like the prestigious University of TU Darmstadt, one of the TU 9 universities? I mean, sometimes in life, you might go through some passages, it might be difficult, and it's okay to fail. But don't you think you should use a different strategy to achieve the same goal instead of wasting so much time in achieving a goal? That's exactly what I did. So here's the thing. Let's take it back to when I initially got admission to this university. It was really difficult because I applied to like 3 universities and it was the only one that I actually got admission from. It was a really tedious process, but exactly what I was expecting because it's one of the TU 9 universities and it's really difficult getting in. But here I am, I got admission, I came to Germany, I did all of the registration and then I attended classes. But little did I know what was awaiting me ahead. I've done so many semesters at this university, but come on, I felt this is not really what I wanted. So many reasons. So why did I actually leave? So the thing is, I really didn't like the mode of teaching. As most of you already know that in Germany, most of the universities, especially the technical universities, just let you be on your own. They just assume you have a level of understanding and they don't need to guide you, unlike the UK or the US where they guide you and then they show you through until you graduate. But in Germany, it's different. So in TU Darmstadt, it's more of a technical related university than a practical related university. If you watch some of my videos where I talked about the difference between technical universities and Fachhochschule, that's like University of Applied Sciences, there are so many differences. Now I'm studying entrepreneurship and innovation management. It's not the right university to study such a course because this course needs more practical than research. In TU Darmstadt, it's all about research, technical stuff, and what have you. And I wasn't really cut out for that. Another thing was the fact of how they teach. It's like, I don't know, I have great respect for the university, but it's not really what I wanted. I really wasn't liking anything that was done in that university. And then the mode of examination is so, I've been to some universities, I have friends schooling in different universities, but whenever I speak to them about the mode of exams in this university, it's so different. And I ask myself, is this really what I want to do? I go to classes and I'm not connected to the course or to the lecturer. I was really demotivated. I really didn't find anything likable in the university anymore. And some classes I skipped, and the ones I attended, I really didn't pay attention. Why? Because I lost motivation. Now here's the thing about the German exams, especially in TU. So you're faced with getting 100 points at one sitting, you don't have no 10 paper assignment to complement your exams. No, just 100 points. And I really didn't like that. And you had to memorize so many stuff, talking about 80 to 100 pages of slides. That's some difficult stuff to do, and I'm not cut out for this. So this is me not trying to discourage you whatsoever. TU Darmstadt is one of the best universities in Germany. It's one of the renowned universities around the world. It's the degree you get is recognized around the world. But I mean, I just really wasn't enjoying my studies at this university, and I just couldn't force myself after all of the things I faced. Like, I've done several semesters at this university and still it just didn't work out. I had to go back to the drawing board to ask myself, do I want to force myself to go all the way to finishing this program, or do I want to actually go to university which is more practical oriented and relatable to my course? And the answer is no. And that's the reason why I had to swap universities.
But I've left the university a long time ago because I tried so many semesters thinking that it's going to get better, but I mean, I was just wasting my time. Also, I had friends who told me, don't leave this university. Like I said in the earlier part of this video, TU Darmstadt is a well-known university in the world. It's one of the most prestigious universities in Germany and in Europe. And because of this, like, your certificate is also recognized anywhere in the world. I'm not saying if you graduate from some other university in Germany, your certificate is not recognized if it does not have the name prestigious or maybe part of the TU University. No, that's not the case. But there are some giant strides that's attached to this university, of which they've been able to achieve in time past, and hence so many students want to go to this university to earn the name I graduated from this university. In my case, that was not it. It gave me a deep thought. Most times when I'm traveling from one part of Germany in the trains to another, I always thought about this. What can I do? And I had like my answer looking at me in my face, like, just leave, you've tried. But I had this thing going on in my head, don't give up. But like I said, I wasn't giving up. I don't think I was giving up, but rather I was trying a different strategy, to solve the same goal or achieve the same goal. So I felt like I was wasting so much time, thinking and trying to make a decision as to whether I should continue in this university or not. I mean, there's so many chills going down, like, as I'm talking, but thinking about it, I made the right decision. Now, the question that kept popping in my mind was, what's going to be the next step? Am I going to drop out and just maybe find something else to do? Maybe look for a full-time job and just start working? Or do I really want to earn a master's and add to my collection of certificates that I have? Or do I want to earn a master's and at the same time be happy doing it? Now, this kept on going on and on and on and on. And I had to tell myself the truth that this was the end of the road for me. And hence, I had to start looking for schools where I can actually apply to. Now, I just didn't want to make the same mistake to go to another university and then the same thing repeats itself. So I started searching for universities on the internet, like the kind of universities I want. Mind you, the university I was searching for was a practical oriented university, which is related to my field. I wasn't changing my course or anything, but I was just looking for a university of which the teaching style matches my course. I mean, it has to be practical oriented. It's a management course. And I finally got several universities. I got Fulda, which offered international management. I got University of Wiesbaden. I also got Mannheim. Another university I came across was Hochschule Worms. So I started applying to these universities, making applications. Like I was doing this all over again, like what I did initially to get admission. And it felt like a fresh start for me. While I went through all of these applications, at some point I had like these thoughts like inside me, like always like you're a failure, you couldn't continue in this university, like you're not smart enough, you're not brilliant, you couldn't finish in this university. This was an opportunity you had to finish in one of the top universities in Germany. I overcame those thoughts and I had to like self-motivate myself and speak to myself, speak success into myself, and tell myself that I'm not a failure because I know who I am, and I kept going. And me self-motivating myself, was just the end point. And there I was, waiting to get like notification from one or two of the universities I applied to. The rate game started. And finally, I got a notification on my phone, via my email, that I had gotten a place, in Hochschule where I'm currently studying now. I was so happy, like it felt like I just got admission from the beginning, like this was still me in my home country. Like the excitement, it didn't feel like it's a second university for me because I had self-motivated myself. I was ready for this new journey of mine, this new phase of mine, which was about to take place. I gave them an information that was coming from TU Darmstadt, and so I was told that I can actually take my CPs along, which is to say all of my CPs, the exams I wrote in the past, are still valid, so I can actually transfer my CPs to the new university where I'm currently schooling, and I don't have to do some courses in this new university, which I was really happy about because then I don't need to spend too much time. Rather, I'll just finish up with the course and round up my master's. If you're planning to switch universities in Germany and you've been wondering, is this really possible? Yes, it's possible to switch universities. But here's the catch. You have just 2 chances to actually switch universities. So the first time when you come to Germany, you had an admission, and for any reason you decided to switch universities, then you can switch university the second time, from the first one where you got admission to the second one, and that's the end. You also need to check the immigration office in your city to know the requirement of switching universities, as we all know that most of these laws or policies are different in different cities in Germany. Take for example, in the city where I live, you need to change universities within 18 months, and you don't need to inform the immigration office if you change universities within 18 months and the same course. But if you are switching universities after the 18 months and a different course, then you need to inform the immigration office. So I've been able to settle down in this new university, meeting new people, new professors, everything literally is new for me. It's like I'm starting all over again, just like when I came to Germany newly. And one thing you should know is that the course I was studying in TU Darmstadt is entrepreneurship and innovation management, but in this new university it's masters in entrepreneurship, so they are related. But the only difference is that at Hochschule it's practical oriented. You have more management courses there. It's a small class group, and the professors are cool, it's just a chill environment. I love the vibe currently that I'm getting at this new university. So in no time I'll be done with this master's program because I transferred my CPs from TU Darmstadt to Hochschule. So in no time I'll be done. It's not like I'm starting all over again, like new courses and stuff, like a fresh student. No, my case is different. So if you're watching this video and you've been having doubt about switching universities, maybe you are not happy where you are, or for some other reasons, don't be afraid to take that bold step. If you don't take that bold step, then you just remain in the same position. Mind you, it's not you giving up, but rather using a different strategy to achieve the same goal. So there you have it. Let my story motivate you. If you have any questions whatsoever regarding all of the things I said in this video, there are some things I couldn't say on camera. It's best known to me. I just told you some of the things which you should know. If you have any questions regarding this video, concerning any part of this video I talked about, or concerning the university where I used to school, put it in the comment section and I will respond to you. I'll be reading your comments. I want to know what you think about my move. Did I make a wrong move? Would I have just persisted and finished at TU Damsat, or did I make a right move by switching universities and following my heart and being happy where I want to be? Whatever you think, I really want to know what you think about this whole process of mine. Put it in the comment section and I'll be reading and responding to them where necessary. If you're yet to follow me on Instagram, do well to follow me on Instagram at SAMMYSTICS. And if you're yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, do well to hit the subscribe button. Also do well to share my videos, and that way we get to a wider audience. Also give this video a thumbs up by hitting the like button. Until the next time, I love you guys. Stay focused, stay motivated. Adios.